field, winning 21-20. It failed. Ohio State took the lead 23-21 and never trailed again.
And here he is going for it on 4th down and 2. So it's in the hands of Devin Gardner. Ohio State a blitz off the corner. Gardner's in trouble. Got rid of it the last second. Did Dilio catch it? No. And not only did he not complete the pass, he lost his helmet in the process, and Ohio State takes over.
Well, Joshua Perry, number 37, who's been active today, beats the fullback, just drives the fullback right back into the quarterback. And Gardner not able to step into that throw and make an accurate throw for the first down.
So whether it be not having faith in his field goal kicker or just wanting to go for it and try to tie the game, that one backfires on Michigan. And Ohio State with a touchdown lead takes over. With just under 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Carlos Hyde. All the way out to the 34-yard line, matching his jersey number. When you got the lead, you got this guy, you got things going your way.
Well, Frank Clark just ran himself right past the play and left a big opening on the left side for Hyde.
And it's Hyde again. And he's got 10 more. And he's got 179 on the day.
And think about this now. Coming into the game, Ohio State was leading all of college football, averaging 6.9 yards per rush for the season. And we're in the 12th game of the year, and they're right about that same number tonight running the football.
They're tops in the Big Ten, 5th in the country in rushing yardage a game. And it's a career high for Hyde, and Carlos gets a breather, and Jordan Hall will take his spot. Braxton Miller, quarterback draw. And Braxton Miller into the secondary, got a block inside the 40, and tiptoes out of bounds at the end of another first down run of 17 yards.
We said at the beginning of the game, they're the two best running backs in the Big Ten, Carlos Hyde and Braxton Miller. They're different. Braxton Miller is a make-you-miss guy who's strong enough to break through arm tackles, and Carlos Hyde just runs right through you.
Hyde went for 20, then 11, and now Miller for 17 after taking over on downs. And all of a sudden, they're right back in Michigan territory at the 38-yard line.
And it's a helpless feeling if you're a defense and cannot slow down a running game.
Both guys averaging over 8 yards a pop. And Jordan Hall gets in the mix with a 4-yard gain there as we're down around 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Carlos Hyde, senior out of Naples, Florida. And what a season he's had.
Well, he played 8 games, too. He missed the first 3 games. He was suspended. And ever since he's come back, he's been a player on a mission. And Urban Meyer just can't say enough good things about Carlos Hyde.
This time a stiff arm got into the corner. And he takes another would-be tackler out of bounds. I mentioned Naples, Florida native. Comes from the warmth, playing in the Big Ten in the cold, majoring in African-American studies. And the first Ohio State running back with 1,000 yards since Beanie Wells. And he just keeps adding to the total today with a career high in the biggest game of the season. And, of course, there's another big one to come. And then a bowl game, be it BCS, Rose Bowl, National Championship. All depends on what goes on in the next couple weeks. There's a wide-open tight end Hireman. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you see Braxton Miller thanking Carlos Hyde because that's why this was so wide open. You run high, an occasional quarterback run, then you go play action, and you have a wide-open receiver. Watch Hireman just here, run right down the middle, and watch the linebackers respect the run fake. They come up, they can't get back in time, and it's an easy touchdown for Braxton Miller.
And Basil in for the point after. Another long scoring drive. Again, after taking over on downs. And what a difference it can be. That's a 14-point swing, really, when you consider Michigan had a chance to score on the other end. Time for Todd's Taste of the Town.
Well, you know, for me, and I think for a lot of people, Thanksgiving is about family, food, football, faith, and, our football family here that we travel with and work with every week. We asked them to take pictures of their Thanksgiving feast, and glad that most all of them got to spend the time the weekend, or at least the first part of the weekend at home, shared their pictures with us, and that's awesome. I mean, it was a happy Thanksgiving for a lot of our family here at ESPN.
I said, where's Sherry and your boys? I don't see your picture in there. No. You said, wait a minute, I'm on TV every week.
Yeah, they don't need to see me every week. Let's see the other people, the people that do the real work.
But you did get a chance to spend it with your family.
Absolutely. We were in Grand Rapids, which is a couple hours from here. My son Harrison had a basketball game last night, another one tonight, and so the family went on the road for Thanksgiving this year.
I got a feeling everybody had a taste of the town that was probably pretty similar.
Yeah.
Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, sweet potato pie. I'm getting hungry over here talking about it. The kick goes right where Norfleet was standing at the goal line. And again, he's not going to make it to the 20-yard line. So Michigan now in a 2-touchdown hole, courtesy of Braxton Miller. We check in the studio with Robert Flores. Robert?
All right, right, here's what's happening on SportsCenter right now, presented by Intel. Texas A&M announcing earlier today that they've reached an agreement in principle on a new 6-year contract with head coach Kevin Sumlin. In his almost 2 seasons, Sumlin has led the Aggies to a 19-5 record. Brett.
All right, Robert, well, that'll take away the rumors about USC and other places for Kevin Sumlin, who's done an unbelievable job. And between he and the Heisman Trophy winner, A&M not only on the map, but flourishing right now as far as a football program. Ohio State has scored 21 now, unanswered points. Michigan's got to have an answer here. We only have 16 minutes left to play. Gardner in trouble again. Finally got rid of it at the last moment to Toussaint, and he got 8 yards out of it. Speaking of Johnny Manziel and the Aggies, they're going to be matched up with Missouri tonight. Missouri trying to win the East to go to Atlanta, presented by Hampton Hotels. And then it's UCLA and USC, 8 o'clock on ABC, presented by Windows. So a couple of big rivalry games coming up tonight on ESPN and ABC. That's Adolphus Washington, defensive lineman out of Cincinnati, who's down right now.
Well, this drive that Michigan is on right now is going to take them into the fourth quarter, more than likely, and it's almost imperative that they score here, and not a field goal, a touchdown. They've got to try to keep this game within 7 points, because right now, defensively, they don't have they're not able to stop the running game at all, whether it's Carlos Hyde or Braxton Miller. So they've got to try to put some pressure on them by tightening the score, because if they don't get any closer than 14, Ohio State will just keep pounding them, and then have those play-action opportunities. So first down plays are critical for Devin Gardner. He was able to get the ball out that time, but take a look at the rushing yards by quarter. Ohio State is...
they're right on their average.
Yeah, right where they've been. Unbelievable.
But we've still got a whole quarter to go. So they're 3-14 right now, looking like they have been all year. That's Derek Green brought down by Shazier after a short game.
The reason I say first down is now the critical down for Michigan is they're not a good third down team, especially when it's 7 yards or more needed. They have not done a great job protecting their quarterback. Their quarterback's a little banged up right now. They're 2 of 7 on third down. So first down productivity, which they had in the first half, becomes paramount now in the fourth quarter.
Play fake. Gardner loads and fires. Got his man Gallen on the run. And Gallen almost to midfield. Another big game for Jeremy Gallen as the third quarter comes to a close. Michigan trying to come from behind with the final quarter at home. This presentation of college football presented by K Viewers will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.